Speediance Smart Resistance Machine. So much to cover. Let's go. So Speediance sent me this to review and I have been putting it to the test. But first, what is it? Well, it's a smart resistance training machine. So think of all the different resistance exercises you're capable of doing and then pack them all into one machine, but then smother them in technology. Well, that's this. Now out of the gate, one of the things that makes this special is that you can easily move it. Now this thing is heavy, but you flip up that mat, lock it in place, tilt it, and it's actually very easy to move. Speaking of folding up the mat, it actually gets quite small, having a depth of just 14 inches and being 28 inches wide. So when you're not using it, it doesn't take up a lot of space, but when you need it, you fold that mat down, do what you need to do, and then fold it back up. No big deal there at all. Now, considering this thing folds up and moves around, it has a lot of moving parts. And how stable can it really be? Well, when I get on this and work out, I never feel like there's a problem or there's things that are too loose or it's just not built well. It is very stable, it feels very good under me, and I have had no problems in that category. One knock in this department though is that the mat does not have shocks to it. So when you want to lower it, it's pretty heavy and it wants to come down fast. So you have to have both hands on it and guide it down slowly, which isn't a huge deal, but I do wish it supported you a little bit more there. Next up, let's talk about adjustability. The resistance point here can move all around the place, so that way you can do a whole array of exercises. And on this pole right here, if you want to move location, you pull that tab, you slide it, you let go, and then you let it move until it locks into place, and you can go all the way up and down this pole. Now, if you want to move the resistance right under you, so you can do those style exercises, all you have to do is press this button and lift it out. It will keep enough tension on this so the rope's not get caught or tangled. You move it down to the attachment there that looks just like this one. You slide it in, and it locks right in place. A knock in this category is that the resistance is always going to come from somewhere on this pole or right below you. Other options have arms that give a lot of different resistance points, so you're a little more limited with what you can do here, but I will say you can still do a ton of exercises. Moving on to the resistance this machine provides, and if you've never used digital resistance, it can be easy to get a little scared and wonder if it's not going to be the type of resistance you want. Now, I am a person where for what I want and what my goals are with exercising, I don't really like a Bowflex style workout or a resistance band style workout. Those are just not what I want, and they're not gonna help me reach what my goals are, and I get worried, and I think a lot of people do, that a machine like this is gonna feel like that, but it does not. I would actually compare it to more of a free weight exercise, but even better because the resistance is so consistent. Even at spots where free weights starts to get a little easier, this is still gonna challenge you. So I very much enjoy that out of these machines, but even more so, I think these machines are superior to free weights because they have modes that will challenge you even more. You want the resistance to feel like chains? Click a button. Want it to be more challenging at the easier parts so you're getting maximum resistance to the whole motion? Again, click a button. It is that easy and it maximizes the workout because of what it can do with technology. And I'm not knocking free weights. I love free weights, but this just seems to take that experience and goes to the next level. Now you might be thinking, well, I gotta use this by myself. What if I don't have a spotter? Again, you click a button. There are multiple spotter modes, and if you start to get tired, it will ease up so you can still continue your rep and finish that set, making sure you get the whole exercise. You don't have to just quit because you couldn't do it. And all those things come together to make me love what you can do with a digital resistance machine like this. Now you might be thinking, is it safe though? Well, there are a few things built in that do make it safe. First, those spotter modes. If you're starting to struggle, it's gonna recognize that. There are two different modes. It puts descriptions on the screen and it will ease up so you can finish that motion. But also, if at any point you just don't feel safe, you don't like what's happening, if you tilt one side more than the other, it will completely turn off the resistance instantly. I've done this multiple times. It works really well and I have never felt unsafe. This does come with a lot of accessories. You get a bar, handles, rope, ski handle, and ankle straps. And all these come together to let you do all sorts of different exercises, making sure you're targeting all those different muscles and be able to do so many things with it. And to switch accessories, all you do is click the button right here, it releases, push the button again for the new one, put it in, and let it lock in. And I will admit, when I first got this, compared to the Tonal and what I'm used to using, I just didn't think this was gonna work well, but these things lock in tight. There's no slippage, it works extremely well. There have been zero problems here, so I was wrong, it works great. It also comes with a nice big screen. Picture quality is great, it's very responsive, things load quickly, and even though it hangs right here, it's been very stable and it has been great. The sound is also pretty good, it gets pretty loud, has pretty good clarity, so you can hear the instructor and the different voice commands very well. I will say the music is just background music that repeats over and over and over again. So bring your own music. Next up, I'm moving on to my favorite part of the Speediance, but first, a few items. And first, I want to compare this against the Tonal because it is a very interesting comparison. But I'm not sure when to do that. And it all depends on interest. So if you want that, comment down below. And if I get enough comments, I will move that up the list. And while this video is not sponsored and I did not get paid anything to make it, I do have a link that supports the channel. Please consider using it, and I so very much appreciate it. And like, subscribe, share, you know the deal. Thank you. All right, my favorite thing, and that is the content and the ways to use this. Now, it does have a personal trainer built into it, but it's not one of those, you got this, go get it, finish strong, let's have a chat and work out together. It's not that personalized style. It's more of a, I'm gonna stay on point. I'm gonna teach you what to do. I'm gonna set up the program for you. I'm gonna introduce you to new things. We're gonna get this done, and I'm gonna build out things for you, and I appreciate that. When it comes to cardio, I'm good with the motivation, and let's push each other. We're trying to finish strong. We're trying to really keep our heart rate high, motivate me. But when it comes to these, just give me stuff to do. Keep me on task. Don't put the fluff in there. And this is set up that way, and I personally like that very much. So let's break down these modes and what they offer so you know what you will get out of this. And first is free lift. Don't want the fluff. Don't want anything extra. Just give me a screen where I can take advantage of this, have all the features and dialed in just the way I want. There you go. Workout. Have a specific muscle group or certain type of exercise you want to do, but you don't want to build it out yourself. Go look through their list, select the one that matches what you want to do, and they'll build out the complete exercise plan for you with videos to show you how to do it, introducing you to new exercises, remembering your last resistance setting, and guiding you through everything. It's pretty sweet. Template. Have a certain series of exercises you want to do, or maybe something that you want to repeat, but you want to do it your way with a lot of those features that I just covered. Well, with a template, you can build your own exercise, customize it exactly how you want, and then repeat it as many times as you want because it will be listed there forever. Program. Want the benefits from workout that I mentioned, but moreover a long-term, let's achieve goals type situation? Well, program will set those up, and for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, you can have a program set up that you just turn the machine on and you continue where you left off because they already got that day built out for you, and you don't have to figure out anything, you just keep marching forward. Movement. Want to do one exercise at a time, but pick what you want to do? Well, this will show you a full list of all the exercises you can do, let you pick it, put in the criteria that you want to do those exercises with video demonstrations and all the bells and whistles I've been covering, and then move on to the next and select what you want to do, one at a time. Let's point out some of the other things I noticed that I really enjoyed about this machine, and then we'll wrap things up with cost. And first is Smart Shut Off. When you put in the criteria of what you want to work out, it knows how many reps you want to do. And when you get to the end, it will automatically turn off the resistance, which just makes it easier to transition to the next thing and not feel like you're still pinned and have to put them down while there's resistance. These handles and the Bluetooth controller have buttons so you can easily turn the resistance on and off. So once you get in position, all it is a button click. Strength assessment that you can repeat as you get stronger, stats, and plenty of history to see how far you have come. And last is updates. Since I got this machine, so many updates have been pushed to it, and I love that because I know they want to keep pushing it. They want to keep making it better. So the product you get whenever you order this is not going to be the same product a month or 2 months later. It's only going to keep getting better, and that's what you want out of these smart machines that have all these capabilities. Now let's wrap this up by talking about the price and if I think this is a good value. Now the price is $2,699. Wait. No, it's not, because if you put Travis in this box right here, it reduces the price by $150 to $2,549. But let's not kid ourselves, that is still a lot of money, but also you have a subscription to worry about. Now, I think they're doing a promotion right now where that's waived, but eventually the long-term plan is to have the subscription be $29 a month, so you also have that to consider. But here's what I can tell you. I know what the price of their main competitor is, and from a purchasing perspective, but also a subscription perspective, this is way more affordable. But when I consider all the things I've been talking about, all the features that are included, how easy this is to move, the resistance quality, and all the different modes and functionalities built into this, I personally think it is a great value. Also, take into account that you can create up to 5 profiles on this so you can support your whole family. And I can tell you, my wife and kids are absolutely loving this thing, so that might help justify the cost. But all in all, I will say, compared to other options out there and what you get out of this, I do personally think it's a pretty darn good value.